Hi friends, welcome back to Sheena's Homestead. Today I am showing you my garden renovation for 2024. I have these Vego garden beds and we finally have them filled up with some dirt. Rob ordered a whole truckload of topsoil for me and I'm really happy with the quality of it. And as you can see, we put mulch down in between. I also have some landscape fabric underneath the mulch. And then you can see here I am going to put arched trellises across the two sets of beds that butt up to my larger garden bed. And then we had two left over. That was just the spacing that we needed for our arched trellis. So this is the way we put it out. And here I'm just showing you my garlic and how much it has grown. We planted this together last fall. I've got different varieties in here, definitely a lot of elephant garlic. And then I've started planting out my tomatoes. So these are some beefsteak tomatoes that I planted from seed. And then, you know, we have an epic onion harvest that is going to happen later this year. I planted 700 onions. And I found quite a few squash plants. And then you can see here, this is a fake snake. We're using that to deter the bunnies from hopping in my garden and eating everything. But here's a quick view. You can see just how much more garlic I have. And there are some scapes starting to grow on the ends of this garlic. So we'll be processing some of that soon. I'll show you how to do that in another video. Then you can see this garden is amazing. It has come back with all these volunteer plants. I planted all the onions that you can see here, but popping up in between are carrots. We have some dill. I have some volunteer squash plants here. I just can't even believe how much this garden has given me without too much work this year. It's just quite amazing. And then here we have our little garden friends. They have had a great week with all the sunshine and the rain too. And if any of you out here are peach tree experts, I would love your advice. My peach trees got this, looks like a mildewy disease, and unfortunately I think we're losing all of our peaches this year. And we haven't done too well with our apples either. We got a very late frost and early temperatures pushed a lot of our flowers to come out early. And then with that late frost, it killed all of our apples. We have 34 fruit trees on our property, and I'm thinking we'll probably get about 50 pieces of fruit, which is absolutely terrible. So I'm gonna have to do a better job of learning how to make sure when those frosts come along, how to better protect these crops. So if you have tips or tricks on that, I would love to hear them. I did hear that if you keep running water on them, that just like a river in the middle of winter, it doesn't freeze because water is constantly moving. And so I think the same concept applies when you're just spraying water consistently on your plants, that hopefully you stop them from getting a deep freeze and damaging your flower buds. So let me know if you've tried that or if you have any other ideas for me. I'm just showing you some of the plums we have here. This is one of our more healthy trees this year, so hopefully we get some fruit from that. And then we also have grapes. So you saw last year we processed a lot of grapes and had a wonderful harvest, and it looks like this year is going to be really great as well. I'm trying to keep all of the little grape bunches on my side of the fence so that we make sure that we're able to harvest them when the time comes. So we've got 4 plants here that did well, and we're just trying to make sure we get all of that fruit for ourselves, since we're really lacking on the fruit tree side. And then here is a pear tree, and there are a couple pears at the top. So this tree didn't produce very well last year, and this year it's kind of along the same line, so not anything unexpected. And then here we have blueberries, and these are looking really great. I made sure to put a lot of coffee grounds on the top of the soil because they are acidic plants, and I think that that helped a lot. We're just gonna have to make sure that these stay out of the way for the birds, because otherwise the birds will get to all of them before we get a chance to. And here's just a long look down our orchard towards our chickens, and it's kind of a sad sight for me to know we're not going to get much fruit this year, but you know, that's part of the business. So here I have a lot of flowers. We're planting dahlias this year, and here's some pepper plants and my tomatoes that I grew from seed. I've just got them outside and I'm weathering them a little bit so that they can get hardened off and ready to plant. And these are all my container plants. We did so good this year, my friends. So good. You can see here, we've got plenty of tomatoes, all different kinds, all different varieties, and they are all gonna go out into those Vego garden beds very soon here. And these are the pepper plants that we planted together in containers. These will stay up here on the deck, and they are doing quite wonderfully since being transplanted. We've got enough nitrogen for them. They are doing wonderfully. Thank you for joining me on today's little garden update. Hope you enjoyed seeing what's going on in our little neck of the woods, in our little farm here in suburbia. Let me know how you guys are doing. I would love to hear if you have questions for me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again on Sheena's Homestead. Have a blessed week, my friends, and enjoy the day. Happy Mother's Day to all my friends out there.